Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll talk about Tableau interview questions of PWC. So one among the big four IT companies that we have. So let us directly go to the questionnaire and see without wasting much time. So there are two set of questions that were asked. One generic questions, like more of theoretical question, and they were trying to understand what I have done, how many dashboards I have worked on, how many projects I've worked on, how many reports I've created. So they were more focused on this. So it all started with one basic question: tell me about yourself. And next, in this tell me about yourself, what I told them was like how many years of experience I have, and how many projects I have implemented so far. And certification, if at all you have, you can add that point also in this. And how or what kind of dashboards you have created in real time. This is also very important because they would like to know, or the interviewer might want to know, how you have used Tableau. So I've given them some dashboards like drill down reports or scorecard dashboard. So these are like generic terms we all should be, or cross tab reports, or like say HR reports. Example, this is fourth one I have not done, but just for reference purpose I'm giving HR report. Okay, but 1, 2, 3 are very commonly used reports in real time, so you can name them while describing about the project. So I told them. After that, they asked me the second question: explain your last project, or explain your current project, which is very important. So this is like, I think it is the most easiest thing to explain because we are already currently working on that report. So you can tell what is your current client. Okay, I mean, to whom you are working. So what is the requirement that you got, and uh, what is the solution that is expected, or what is your achievement from the project dashboard that you create. So that points you can cover while describing here, so which is again very important. So this all goes in a very phased manner, so you need to focus on the flow of dashboard all the time whenever you're talking in the interview. So this is very important. Next, while talking this, okay, third question was like, again, very generic question. Again, why this was asked was like, I think I didn't took much time to answer the second question. I completed in very short time. So he went for another question, third question, challenges faced. Okay, so challenges faced, you can tell that the client's expectations in the functionality in the report. So how you have overcome. So this was one of the challenges I faced in my project, where client wanted some feature that was not available in Tableau, but still he wanted, because in some traditional reports we have that functionality, assume. So he wanted that. And so how are you going to tackle that kind of scenarios? Very important. So here the answer that the recruiter might be interested, or the interviewer might be interested in knowing, is the what are the alternate solution that you are trying to offer to the client when the direct solution is not possible. Okay, so these first three are very important. I mean, whatever I wrote here is very important in terms of any interview that you go. So I'll paste it in the description box, so that you can copy and paste it, and maybe you can use it in your next interviews that you are trying to attend. So after that, there were some technical questions that he asked me and he wanted me to do. So first question is like very generic question again, but again technical question. What is the difference between union and union all? So how are you going to answer this? So if you know difference between union and union all, write down in the comment section. Let us see how many of us will be able to answer this. And the second question that was related to this was he asked me to write a SQL query with respect to this. Second technical question is what is the difference between group and set? How will you create a group and how will you create a set? That was the question he asked me. So he asked me to navigate. So he asked me the navigation of how to create a group and a set. Like click on the field, go to create option. Under create option, select group. Same way here, we need to follow it for set also here, but we need to specify the condition here. Okay, so that steps he asked me to clearly navigate. Or if I go to my sample superstore, if I want to create a set of top 10 customers, just click on this, go to create set. He will ask me like here top by field, top 10 customers by sum of sales and it. That's it. Okay, so this is steps you need to create. You need to mention, click on customer name, go under create option, you will find set. From there we can create a set. That is what we need to answer. So this was like pretty straightforward question. Okay, and one answer that we can add extra point that many fail. So what is the actual difference between group and set? So this is one problem area that I have observed that many fail to explain. Problem in explaining the difference between group and set. Okay, so be careful, learn thoroughly the difference between group and set. This is very important question in terms of explaining as well. It is very important and one area where many fail in answering. So they might tell this, I mean, you might know this step, you might clearly tell it, that's not an issue. But when he asks you what is the exact difference between group and set, we fail or we confused or we say we keep silent during that point. So just tell whatever you know at that point of time, because right or wrong, talking something at that point of time is very important. So tell it according to your understanding, or so set is like a conditional object, simple. According to me, how I remember is set is conditional object. And conditional object, why I say, because it is based on condition, or I would say subset of data. Like I would say top 5 subscribers or top 10, like say top 5 students in the class. So again, this is based on some condition. So our 5 students will remain same. Number 5 students will remain same, but those students might change based on marks. Suppose in first unit test 1 I'm writing, or like say to take simple very generic example that we have been through quarterly, like say assume I got 95 marks, okay, in max, assume. So I will be first student, assume. Similarly, like that, there is a second student who got 94 and 93 and 94 again. So okay, so 90. So these are our top 5 students, and these are like maybe like say again Okay, so these are our top 5 students. But in half yearly, again based on marks, they might differ. Suppose in half yearly, again I'm taking same. So this time we got 99 as top marks, 98, 97, 96, and 95. So again students here are different. So I would say, like say, mm, Strange or Spider-Man, like that. Okay, now these are our top 5 students. So the students are changing based on the condition we are applying. So this is the example of our set. But whereas group is not like that. Okay, so we, like you, me, we are all a group of, you know, family who are subscribed to our channel. So that is one group. Okay, so there is no condition, it is simply the subscribers. Like, or if I talk in with respect to this whole class is one group of students of, like say, 10th class, like that. Okay, but top 5 will keep changing based on marks. So condition is applied. So this is subset of our original data. So I hope you understand this, or you difference between group and site. If you like, if you understood, just comment in the section about like group or something like that, so that I know that you have understood. Now going to our next question here. uh, what it is. Okay, so again this is scenario based question. Here I have first name, middle name, and last name in the customer name. How will you get only last name? So here the requirement is he only need last name from the customer name. Okay, so example, assume you might get this as very standard. So I'm writing it as, my first name is Pawar, middle name is Kumar, and the last name is Rahul. Assume the format is like this. Example. Now he want only this, that is the requirement. Okay, so the first thing that you need to identify here is, or in real time is, what is the delimiter that is being used in your field. Delimiter used in the field, which is very important. So your delimiters can be hyphen, they can be space, or they can be tab, it can be anything, or it can be comma. So these are all delimiters. Delimiters means separators from one column to another column. Like say, so here space is the delimiter. Now in next case, I will write it like this. So instead of space, I will give hyphen, and here also hyphen. So now each first word in this is separated by hyphen, which is called as a delimiter. Same in place of this, I can have comma or anything. So we need to identify what is a delimiter. So we can achieve this in two methods. One, I can directly go to data source here, click on that. Suppose order name text. So same thing we have. You can click on this, and you can click on this custom split. Okay, or you can click on split and get that. Okay, two options. Or you can go to sheet and write a calculation of same. Click on this, create a calculated field. So I'm writing it as last name. So you need to write split command here. Using this, you need to find. So split command, first it is asking what is the string. So I'm going to give order ID, simple order ID I'm going to give, followed by what is the delimiter. Hyphen is the delimiter, and what is that you need. So I need 1. Okay, so it is giving us some error. Let us get, okay, you might be missing an identifier. Okay, maybe we need to specify this in quotes. Okay, so like this we can specify and we can write. Okay, so two methods, you can tell him those two methods if at all you are being asked. That gives an understanding to the interviewer that okay, multiple approaches to the problem. Okay, so next is, again, this was very tricky. Like I could answer only some part of it. I wasn't sure here about this. So I told him that I am not sure about the answer. I have to check it. So something like, in interview, if you're getting some question that, you genuinely don't know the answer, you can tell that, okay, maybe I don't know, this scenario, I haven't got it, I'll go and try something. This sort of answer you can give it to the interviewer. Okay, so this that just gives an understanding that, okay, this guy is willing to try new scenarios that is going to get. Okay, so that kind of product projection you have to give whenever you are talking about the answers that don't know. So here the requirement was, suppose we have category and subcategory, assume. So I'm going to take that category and drop it here, maybe. Okay, and I'm simply taking sales and dropping it on label. Now here the requirement is, when he clicks on this furniture, it should take him to another dashboard, and when he's clicking on this bookcases, it should take him to another dashboard. That was the requirement. So I said, okay, it is not possible to do in Tableau. I have to try, and I'm not sure about the answer. That was the answer that I gave. But if you know, you can comment in the comment section. Let us see how many of them know the actual answer. One tricky question that was asked. Okay. Now coming back, so you have category and subcategory. Need to navigate to two different sheets. Sheet one when I click on category. Sheet two when I click on subcategory. Okay, so if you know the answer, just comment in the comment section that, okay, this is possible or this is not possible, or you can comment down your thoughts. Okay, so next was, what is the difference between sum of sales and sum of sales? Again, this is one very important and a tricky question. I see many of them fail in answering this. I even I ask this question in many of the interviews that I take. So here the difference is, one is an LOD expression, the other one is your normal sum of sales. So when you are using LOD expression, Tableau will compute across. So example, what I'm going to take is, I'm going to take region wise sales here. So for that, simply I'm going to take region, and I'm going to take measure here. Let us observe this. Okay, I'm going to drop here. So we got sum of sales 678. Let us add labels, and I'm going to make it entirely. Now you see 5,01,678, 392, or this one. Now let us try to use the LOD expression here, and this I'm going to use as this sum of sales. So this is an LOD expression. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I missed the bracket. Okay, and apply. Okay, so I'm going to just use that in our column shelf. Now see, observe the result. It is trying to compute the overall sales here. The window sum it is trying to give 22 lakhs total. Okay, it is calculating as the fixed sum of sales for a region, because we are not using any fields, dimension fields in there. So it is not trying to split. So that is the difference between your sum of sales and sum of sales with flower brackets. Okay, apart from this, there were some SQL questions that were also asked. I don't remember much of them. I think I remembered only this, so I thought of sharing that. But these were the questions that was asked. So that's it from my side in this video. I hope you like it. If you like it, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe. Have a good day. Bye bye.